Types of business letters. Hi, my name is Bill Carmody. Today we're going to talk about the many types of business letters. There are cover letters. These are the letters that you would submit with, for example, a resume or some other document to provide context for what that document is really all about. A letter of recommendation is an opportunity for you to speak about another employee or a peer or somebody that you are highly recommending. Could also be a testimonial as a way to support someone else that you want to help in business. Interview follow-up letters are used after an interview takes place to acknowledge the person who is either being interviewed, or if you're the interviewee, to be able to acknowledge the interview that took place and thank them and reinforce the key points that you would like to make as a follow-up. An offer letter is when you're looking to give somebody a job. You give them a specific offer letter that details all of the parts of employment. Compensation, sure, but if there are bonus plans, if there are health benefits, whatever the benefits package is, you want to make sure all of those specific elements are included, start date, and anything else that would be important for them to know in order to accept a full job offer. Then you have sales letters. These are letters that you're using to solicit business. They're specifically designed to help somebody else say, yes, I'd like to talk to you further about a product or service that you offer. A letter of commendation. Letters of commendation, again, are acknowledging other people within the workplace to say, hey, this is a really great job that you did. I want to acknowledge you for your incredible work. Letter of resignation is when you're officially quitting a job. It's the way in which you professionally say, I really appreciate the wonderful opportunity here, but it's time for me to move on for whatever reasons you choose to specify. A thank you letter, something that people are doing less and less these days, which makes you stand out when you do it. A thank you letter is an acknowledgement. It is a deep letter of appreciation, especially if it's an existing customer or somebody that you're trying to enroll as a customer. Anytime you have a really powerful interaction with somebody, you want to be able to give them a thank you letter so that they can really be acknowledged for what the experience was you had with them. A complaint letter is when you're trying to make a change. And so a complaint letter is an opportunity for you to call out something that's wrong in another organization. And part of what that's doing is helping someone understand what didn't land or what was something that could be improved upon. It's not meant to be nasty and negative, even though it says it's a complaint. Really, the complaint is trying to create resolution. So how can you actually support somebody's business by helping them improve and get better? An apology letter is the other side of that. If you've done something wrong in business, you've made a mistake, you want to acknowledge that mistake. The apology letter is a way to acknowledge the wrongdoing and how to make amends. Office memos are opportunities for internal communication. There's many different types of office memos, but the main thing is memorializing important decisions being made or conversations. Oftentimes memos come as notes from a meeting, or it could be a way to sort of acknowledge a decision that was being made. It's internal communication within an organization. Welcome letters are often used to welcome someone into the organization. That could be both for someone who's accepted a job offer. It could be a way to welcome someone to a subscription service, or a way to acknowledge someone who just purchased one of your products, but it's a way to welcome someone as part of the organization. Request letters are when you're actually making a request, meaning there's something specifically you're asking for. So the purpose of the letter is to make a specific request and give some details of what you're asking for specifically. Announcement letters are when you're ready to make an announcement. Perhaps a new product is launched or a new service, or maybe you just hired someone really powerful within your industry, or there's other announcements you want to make either inside or outside your organization. Anytime you want to make an announcement, this is a great way for you to put all the salient information into that letter and then send it out. A termination letter is when you need to fire someone. And so what this does is it actually identifies if this is for cause or not for cause. A lot of people are working at will these days. So a termination is just an acknowledgement that we'll no longer be working together. If it's a for cause termination, you're really specifying the reason for the termination, citing any type of policy or procedures that you have in place within your organization. But the main point of a termination letter is to let the person know that their services are no longer required. And there's many more types of business letters. What I would like you to understand is that I'm giving you an overview specifically so that you can have a better understanding of the types of communication inside of businesses. So if you think about all those things we just went over, there's many more types of communication, but those are some of the most foundational types of letters that you would be writing inside of a company or an organization.